to the shore. We don't want any boats drifting away.
As the weeks went by, the Baron couldn't be faulted for his approach to life at the youth camp. His enthusiasm was admired by all.
Hey, Baron, isn't that yours?
In fact, Philip was so committed to his job, he could be relied on to throw himself into every task. Literally.
Excuse me, Baron. Your lawyer's here.
Morning, Miss Guinea.
Morning, Baron. I have news from the courts.
Really? Would you excuse us, please, Sophie?
Of course, Baron.
But amongst all the mini disasters that made up his daily life, the Baron finally got the news he'd been waiting for.
Yes!
Oh, Baron.
Oh.
That's amazing. 2 weeks, are you sure?
Absolutely. My lawyer managed to get the trial brought forward, and she's certain I win. She says there's no real evidence against me at all.
This is huge. Not only will Philip be home soon, but it means that Uncle Herman's attempts to take over the castle will be demolished forever.
Listen, Daddy, you have to be extra careful not to put a foot wrong before the trial.
I know that,
You
Lily.
mustn't give Herman, the police, or anybody else the slightest excuse to create even more delays.
Darling, you don't need to remind me of... I'm perfectly able to look after myself.
As if.
Sorry, darling, I didn't catch that.
Oh, nothing, Daddy. I just coughed.
At long last, it looked like the tide was turning. And the news about the trial wasn't the only thing that cheered the Baron that day.
Baron von Hasenberg?
Yes?
It's a great honor to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Martin Frank, a fellow German and, might I say, a great admirer of all that aristocrats, such as you, have done for our country.
Really?
So, what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Frank?
I have an invitation for you to be the guest of honor at an official German-Australian function tomorrow.
Guest of honor?
I do hope you can accept, Baron. It is so rare to have a real German noble amongst us.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have certain restrictions on my movements.
Do not be embarrassed, Baron. I am fully aware of your circumstances. And you don't need to worry about restrictions. They have all been taken care of.
The German Business League of Sydney.
That's us. And you see, the invitation is countersigned by the Deputy General Police Commander. He gives you his personal permission to attend.
How on earth did you get that?
He's a close friend. So, you will come?
I'd be delighted.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. He's agreed. Arrange things exactly as we discussed. We want everything to run perfectly.
The German Business League of Sydney? How did they know the Baron was even in Sydney?
How many German nobles bother going all the way to Australia? Of course they'd know he was there. They're starved of celebrities. They probably talk of nothing else.
The Baron must be very careful. He can't afford any trouble so close to his trial.
This is completely official. Authorized by the Deputy General Police Commander. You can't get more official than that.
Still, it might be good to get Sophie to go with him. Just to keep an eye on things.
All right. I guess that way at least he'll turn up on time. Excuse me, why are you moving all the furniture?
You asked us to. Remember? You thought it would make the room look nicer?
Oh, yes. So I did. But now Daddy's coming home. He'll want everything just the way it was. So you'd better move it all back. Sorry.
Just like the wind and rain, things just on me now and then. It doesn't mean that we're not in love. So face it, you're just crazy about nothing. Don't be scared of the past. You are the best and last.
So what do you think?
I liked it.
But
I don't know. When I wrote the lyrics, I imagined it going a little bit faster.
If it did go faster, it would make a great dance track.
I like it the way it is.
What do you think, Luce?
Well, I like it the way it is too.
See?
But I also think it could work as a dance track.
So you agree with both of us? Really helpful.
Maybe you could try it out in front of an audience, see how they react.
Yeah, I think it's worth a try.
It would be, except for one Small problem. Where are we going to find an audience? Philly B's had us banned from just about every club across the country.
Oh, well, there has to be somewhere you can play. I'll get online and do some venue searching tomorrow.
Oh, just remember, we need a gig in Sydney, not Lower Saxony. No? Okay.
Morning, Marcus.
Morning.
Is there something wrong?
It's just that I did some research on the German Business League of Sydney.
You didn't find anything bad, did you?
I didn't find anything at all. No website, no address, no references. They simply don't exist.
Of course they exist. Otherwise, who invited Daddy?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do you know the name of the guy who gave him the invitation?
Baron, our taxi's here.
Coming, Sophie.
What's that?
My speech. Don't worry, I kept it brief. Only an hour.
Oh, that brief.
It's Lily again. Checking up on me, no doubt. Hello, darling. What is it this time?
Hi, Daddy. Just checking if you are on your way yet.
Yes, we're about to get into the taxi. Was there anything else?
Well, we were wondering who gave you the invitation.
His name is Martin Frank, and before you ask, I can assure you he's a very fine fellow.
How do you know?
Because I'm an excellent judge of character, that's why.
Now I am worried.
So if you don't mind, I don't want to keep him waiting.
All right, Daddy. Just be careful, won't you?
Honestly, Lily, I'll be perfectly fine. Trust me. Bye. There. I'm turning it off. Much as I love her, father can only take so much babying in one day.
I better check out this Martin Frank guy, just in case.
Do you really think there's anything to worry about?
Hopefully not, but better to be safe than sorry, huh? Meet Martin Frank. He's a German businessman who moved to Sydney a year ago and previously owned a company called Schmacker Holdings. I did some digging on Schmacker Holdings. Turns out they nearly went bankrupt, and Martin Frank was in deep trouble until he received a last-minute rescue offer from this company, Hasberg Capital.
Hasberg Capital? But isn't that...
Yes. Isn't that what? Hasberg is short for von Hasenburg, and the director of this company is none other than Herman.
I knew from the start that invitation was suspect. Daddy is so naive.
This whole thing is looking like a setup.
But how? What would Herman's plan be?
Who knows? But we need to call the Baron and warn him that he could be walking into a trap.
That isn't Lily, is it? Just ignore it.
But what if it's something urgent?
It'll be about making sure my tie's straight or something equally silly. I call her back after the function.
All right.
Thank you. Now we can enjoy the event in peace.
I can't get Daddy or Sophie. Now what do we do?
How about we send someone else to the function to warn them?
Like who?
Sam,
Listen, I found a gig for you.
you have?
It's a sort of corporate function, and it's today.
Today?
Right now, in fact.
There's no way we can make it. Jack can't get himself organized in a week, let alone now.
Tell him Sophie will be there.
Yeah, that might do it. So, what's the deal?
It's a bit complicated.
How complicated?
Well, firstly, the organizers of the function won't actually be expecting you.
And secondly?
You won't be able to test drive the new song.
Okay, that's too weird. You better tell me what's going on.
Baron von Hasenburg, so glad you could make it.
My pleasure, Martin. This is Sophie, a work colleague and fellow German.
Lovely to meet you.
And you?
So, should I make my speech now or...
Later. Much later. First, there are some very important people who are dying to meet you.
Remind me again why I agreed to this ridiculous charade.
Because your lovely girlfriend Sophie is waiting inside, remember?
Oh, yeah, now I'm motivated.
Invitations?
Oh, we don't have any. We're the band.
What band?
We're the German band. We're booked to play here.
Well, there's nothing on here about a German band. What are your names?
Oh, I'm Hansel, and she's...
Gretel.
We're the Polka Brothers.
And sisters.
Well, who booked you? Was it Martin?
That's right. It was Martin, wasn't it, Gretel?
Oh, good old Martin.
Typical. Nobody ever tells me anything. All right, all right. Don't scratch the walls with your equipment.
After you, Gretel.
Thanks, Hansel.
Jack. Are you in?
Yep. Now what?
There's two priorities. One, warn Philip and Sophie. And two, take as many photos of the guests as you can.
Photos? What for?
Just email them back to me. I'll try to identify anyone who the Baron should worry about.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, it's been an ordeal from start to finish. Fortunately, it's all coming to an end soon, and I'll be on my way home.
Jack?
Oh, I can't wait to see my little...
We're on a mission. Okay, you need to warn the Baron that this whole thing is a setup.
Yes.
By Herman.
Oh, you're kidding.
Okay, just make sure he doesn't accept any gifts.
So beautiful at this time of year. That waiter's the spitting image of Jack.
Baron, I have to talk to you.
What is it?
Excuse me, Baron. There are many people who want to meet you before the official presentation.
There's a presentation?
Of course, you are our guest of honor, please.
Baron?
Sorry, Sophie. We'll talk later.
And here I am, just having fun at the party. And just another fabulous selfie.
How does this work, Marcus?
These are the photos Lucy's sending us. And these are photos I found of Herman's known associates, plus a few Kasperi diplomats.
So you're looking for a match?
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good, just one. Door dragon 6 o'clock.
Excuse me? Aren't you supposed to be playing?
Yep. No, we were just getting a general vibe for the party first.
Yeah. You're not here for the free food, so just start playing, all right?
No problem.
No, no match. No match. No match.
Hey, what about this guy?
Ah, well spotted. That is the Kasperi ambassador.
The Cosbury ambassador? What's he doing at a German-Australian function?
Marcus says to keep the Baron away from this guy at all costs.
Are you ready?
Yep. Oh, almost. I just have to plug this in. Hey, Sophie, you see the big guy over there? We have to keep the Baron away from him at all costs.
I'll try. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming. Shortly, we'll have an official presentation to our honored guest. But before that, we have a special treat for you all. We're going to listen to some wonderful German songs. So please welcome the Polka Brothers and Sisters.
Why did you tell them we knew German songs?
I didn't.
So what are we gonna play?
Grade 4. Do you remember Mrs. Heinze?
Yeah? No, not that one. Please, not that one.
What choice do we have?
There's a hole in my bucket, dilly-soo, dilly-soo. There's a hole in my bucket, dilly-soo.
Jack and Lucy. What a surprise.
Fix it, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich, dear
Baron, I still need to talk to
Excuse
you.
me, Baron. We have our committee chairperson who's desperate to meet you.
Then I'd better not disappoint her, had I?
What shall I fix it, dilly-soo, with what?
with straw, dear Heinrich, dear.
It's Sophie. There's going to be an official presentation to Daddy.
Then that's it. That's gonna be the setup.
You mean they'll try and give the Baron something illegal without him realizing?
Correct.
Then Daddy's back under arrest, facing even more charges.
First things first. Lily, ask Sophie to find out what exactly they plan to present to the Baron.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
Then wet it, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich. Then wet it, dear Heinrich, wet it.
With what shall I wet it, dilly-soo, dilly-soo? With what shall I wet it, dilly-soo? With what?
With water, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich. With water, dear Heinrich, dear Heinrich, water.
It's all right, Lily. It's
It's just a toy koala. Nothing too suspicious. Sorry, I gotta go.
Dilly sool, a hole in my bucket. Dilly sool, a hole.
Well, there goes our entire German repertoire. Now, what do we play?
Grade 5, Mr. Finnegan?
That's not German, is it?
Of course it is.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
Parts of the castle date back to the time of Maximilian I.
Fascinating. Baron, would you mind if my friend takes a photo?
Oh, of course. My pleasure. Here.
Say cheese.
Limburger.
Then I saw him putting something inside the koala.
Listen, Sophie, you have to stop them from presenting it to the Baron.
Are you serious?
You have to. He mustn't be allowed to accept it.
Your attention, please, everyone. I would like to introduce our official guest of honor, Baron Philip von Hasenberg.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I'd like to say a few words, if I may. The von Hasenburgs are no strangers to adversity. When I think of my own troubles, I'm reminded of great-grand-uncle Knut von Hasenburg, a man who was ridiculed because his best friend was a hamster.
That's what they're giving the Baron, except there's something hidden in it.
Something illegal?
All the others, good. Any lesser man.
The police are here.
Oh, perfect. Just in time to see the Baron holding the evidence.
Because he was a von Hasenburg, through and through. Which brings me to Baron Volkart von Hasenburg, famous for his pioneering work in teaching children to count backwards.
Thank you, Baron. What a marvelous, and might I say, educational speech. But unfortunately, time is against us. We must move on.
But of course.
For now, it is time for the moment we've all been waiting for, the official presentation.
It's now or never. Lucy, you distract the police.
Okay.
And Jack, you come with me.
Hi there, officers. Any chance either of you like German folk songs?
Baron, all of us here are well aware of how difficult this time has been for you. So please accept this as a small token of our support.
Thank you. You're too kind.
No, wait!
Are you Philip von Hasenberg?
Yes? Is there a problem?
I'm placing you under arrest.
Why?
No, wait, you are making a huge mistake, okay? The real culprit is the person who tried to give the Baron this.
Pickled herring? What's that got to do with anything?
Actually, now that you mention it, I have absolutely no idea.
Mr. von Hasenberg.
Baron von Hasenburg.
Mr. Baron von Hasenberg, you have breached your bail conditions by moving outside the area prescribed by the courts.
What?
Your electronic anklet set off the alarm.
But I have permission. This is harassment.
Calm down, Mr. Baron. Just come with us, please.
Excuse me.
We should let
He's been arrested?
I'm afraid so.
But I don't understand. If the gift was just pickled herring...
It was, but that isn't the problem. Hang on, the local police have just arrived. I should see what's happening.
Staatschef, thank goodness.
It's all right, guys. I'll take it from here.
I kept telling them I had official permission to be here, but they wouldn't believe me.
Official permission?
See, it's even signed by your Deputy General Police Commander. Now, will you let me go?
I'm sorry, Philip, but this doesn't help.
Why not?
Because there's no such person as a Deputy General Commander of Police, or even a General Commander.
Then who signed it?
That's a very good question.
Martin, you can vouch for me. Sergeant, this man is with the German Business League.
I'm sorry. I've never heard of such an organization. Does it exist?
Of course. This is on their letterhead, and here's your signature.
Oh, that's not my signature. I'm sorry, I've never seen this letter before, Sergeant. I only met this man today.
But you invited me as your guest of honor.
No, this function is for His Excellency, the Ambassador of Kosboristan.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. Oh, be careful, sir. Look, you are about to lose something else.
What's this?
Maybe it's the script of the next fantasy you intend acting out. Good day, sir.
Transfer order?
Transfer order for 200,000 Kosbori kronkers from the Kosboristan Commercial Bank to the account of Baron Philip von Hasenberg.
I have nothing to do with this. Nothing at all.
You might want to call your lawyer.
If you're confused, don't feel bad, because so am I. What just happened? How did that paper get into Philip's pocket? We need to rewind here. It could only have happened when Philip was having his photo taken. Obvious, right? But none of us saw it because we're all focused on that stupid toy koala. Which turned out to be a complete red herring, excuse the pun. So in the end, Herman has outsmarted us all.
You did all this, didn't you? You despicable, unscrupulous...
Lily, please, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course you do. You orchestrated the whole thing.
Look, I'm terribly sorry that Philip's case has suddenly become so complicated. It's certainly a shame.
Don't act all innocent. We know you're behind all this.
My dear Lily, you really must see someone about these bizarre delusions of yours. But do let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, won't you? Remember, your pain is my pain.
Baron, are you all right?
I was. Till I heard 2 months till the trial.
Thanks to Cousin Herman, short of a miracle, the Baron isn't likely to be back home anytime soon. But on the bright side, he now has plenty of time to improve his skills as a youth camp leader.
Come on, Sophie! Keep up!
Baron, look out!
That is, provided he doesn't drown first.
That's rubbish. I was outside the line.
Sorry, Mia, you weren't. I have to pay it.
Ben, you're so wrong. That's a terrible call.
An idiot!
What a fun game, huh? Here in Germany, they call matches like this friendlies. But so far, it seems more like an all-out war. So what am I, a guy who knows nothing about soccer, doing as the referee here? That's a really good question, and I wish I asked it myself before I agreed to get involved with all this mess.
His name is Krüger, Günther Krüger, and he's the new head of the regional tourist board.
And why is he here?
I told you, Daddy's been trying to get them to feature the castle on their website for years. Finally, they've agreed to consider it.
Great. Except we've got strong competition from other castles. Being featured means you get twice as many tourists.
Krüger is the one making the final choice, so it's very important we impress him, especially you, Ben.
You know me, Lily. Ask for impressive and I'll deliver. No? Okay.
On second thoughts, maybe it's better if Marcus and I handled this situation on our own.
Does that mean I can go somewhere quiet to read my new surf mag?
Definitely.
It's amazing how a bit of well-timed clumsiness can get you out of all sorts of boring duties.
Lately, you've lost hold of your emotions. Still, I'm setting my devotions, and they're on you. I guess you might not take me too serious, 'cause I've been known to change like the wind from east to west.
Kruger. What did you think?
Well, to be completely frank, I'd have to say this castle is extremely impressive.
Really? Does that mean we'll be on the website?
You have a very good chance.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
But I need more photos and background data.
No problem. I'll bring that to your office tomorrow.
Good. See you then.
So what's this got to do with a soccer match, I hear you ask? Don't worry, you're about to find out. And so am I.
Günther Krüger? I didn't realize he was head of the tourist board. He's the coach of the Falkenberg football team, you know that.
Why should I know that? I have no interest at all in football.
Lily, this isn't just football. The annual Falkenberg versus Hasendorf charity match has been going for 50 years.
You mean the one where our town plays their town and afterwards everyone is miserable for about a week?
It's on again this weekend. Have you won, Ben?
Ben? Why Ben?
It's the Baron's duty to be match referee. Lily, please tell me you haven't forgotten.
Oh, of course not, Daddy. He's very excited.
Me? Referee a football match? As in soccer?
Yes. Won't that be fun?
I don't know the first thing about soccer.
That's no excuse, Ben. Refereeing this match is an important baronial duty. The town expects it of you.
And how am I supposed to do that if I don't know the rules?
Easy. I'll get Marcus to contact the local club and arrange for one of their players to teach you.
Okay, fine. So how long have I got to the match?
Loads of time. Nearly 3 days.
What?
Hi, Ben.
Oh, hi, Mia. I didn't expect to see you here. Look, I'd love to ask you to join me, but I'm waiting on some jock from the local football team to show up.
I know.
You do?
I'm the jock.
You are?
Don't look so surprised. Women play football too, you know?
Yeah, right. I just didn't realize it was a mixed team.
We're a small town. We need every player we can get.
So, you're going to teach me the rules then?
That's it. And I hope you'll be a well-behaved student.
Oh, well, in this case, I will be nothing less than the teacher's pet. So, how do you think I'm doing?
Honestly?
Honestly?
Could be worse.
Good.
But not much.
Thanks. So how did this match get started?
About 300 years ago, there was a battle between Hasendorf and Falkenberg. Then 50 years ago, they decided to hold an annual football match to celebrate it on the actual spot where the battle took place.
Oh, so it's just a friendly picnic match?
No.
No?
It's anything but friendly.
Oh.
Winning means everything, and Hasendorf hasn't won for, well, for a while.
What, 3 years, 5?
32.
32 years?
Don't remind everyone. It's like an open wound.
Hello, Baron. A little gift for you.
Thanks. That's really nice.
My pleasure. We are looking forward to a big win on Saturday.
Ah, right.
Bye.
Yeah. Hey, was that guy just trying to bribe me?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
It's just, this year we've got a really good team. And it's our best chance of winning in years. So, nobody wants you to, you know, screw things up for us.
Ah, great. No pressure then.
Mr. Kruger.
Oh, hello. Excuse my tracksuit. I've just come from football training.
Oh, Lily told me you coached the Falkenberg team.
Yes, and we're looking forward to beating Hasendorf again this weekend. Our whole town's expecting a big victory.
I've heard it might not be so easy this year.
So they say, but we can't lose. Otherwise, I'll be the most unpopular man in town.
Anyway, here is the extra information you wanted. Have you seen any of the other castles yet?
I have. And although I haven't made a final decision, your property is still top of my list.
Wonderful.
That's assuming nothing happens over the weekend to change my mind.
Sure. Of course. Lily, I think we might have a problem.
going to be able to do this. I mean, the difference between a fair tackle and an unfair tackle is paper thin, but I'm supposed to decide it in a split second.
Ben, we need to talk about something important.
I know, but just because Hasendorf hasn't won in years doesn't mean I can use my position to help them.
We're not asking you to help Hasendorf win.
You're not?
No, we want you to be fair to Falkenburg. Maybe a bit more than fair.
Sorry, are you asking me to help Falkenburg win? But they're the opposition.
Mr. Kruger from the tourist board is the coach of the Falkenburg team.
And he's hinted that if Hasendorf wins, we can kiss our spot on the website goodbye.
You're kidding. Can he do that?
Not officially, no, but it's his decision.
We don't want to tell you what to do, but it would be terrible if the castle lost this opportunity.
It could be years before we get another one like it.
And I know you wouldn't want to be responsible for that, would you, Ben?
This is ridiculous. A small-town football match has suddenly turned into a matter of life and death. My life or my death.
And if the foul happens inside the penalty box?
Oh, then it's a direct penalty kick at goal.
Excellent. You're really getting it now.
Mia, I've been thinking, I'm not sure I'm the right person to do this.
Why not?
I'm worried about what'll happen if Hasendorf lose. I mean, will everyone blame me and hate me forever? Will you hate me forever?
Of course I won't hate you forever. Maybe for a few hundred years, but not forever.
Oh, well, that makes me feel much better.
Look, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Why not?
Because this year Hasendorf aren't going to lose.
Morning, Baron. Here's to a good, clean game.
My hopes exactly, Mr. Kruger.
If I may, Baron, do watch the Hasendorf players. They are notorious for holding.
Holding?
It's a curse on the game. Good referees aren't afraid to show yellow cards for it.
Really?
I'm sure I can rely on you to do the right thing.
Good luck, Ben.
You too. Oh, wait, maybe we should say goodbye now?
Goodbye? What for?
Just in case you never want to speak to me again after this.
You're such a joker.
Yeah, I know. Except I wasn't joking.
Hi, Daddy. We've just arrived.
So will I be able to watch from here like you promised?
I hope so. Marcus is setting everything up.
Hi, Baron. I'm switching on the camera now.
Can you see it, Daddy?
Yes! That's marvelous! Sophie and Jack are here too. We can't wait for the kickoff.
Yeah, go Hasendorf!
Yeah, go Hasen.
I hear that Hasendorf have a very good chance this year.
That's excellent. Didn't you tell the Baron about a plan?
Marcus, he's Hasendorf's #1 ticket holder. What Daddy doesn't know won't hurt him.
And there's the kickoff. Hasendorf goes straight into attack.
Go Hasendorf! Go, go, go!
Well, this is a whole new side to you I'm seeing here, Sophie. Are you always like this at football games?
Isn't everybody?
I don't know. This is the first one I've ever watched.
Shame on you. Go Hasendorf!
Penalty, Falkenburg!
Shocking call!
What are you doing, Ben?
Ben, you're joking. He should be booked for diving.
Looked like a clear foul to me.
Ben's given a controversial penalty. The Hasendorf supporters don't like it at all.
Get some glasses.
Sophie, this is our friend Ben you're insulting, right?
He got it wrong. A blind man could see that.
Sorry.
Penalty, Hasendorf!
Yes!
About time, Ben.
But didn't that fall look kind of fake?
Whose side are you on, Jack?
No one's. No, I mean yours. I mean, Go, Hasendorf!
Okay, so I think I'm onto something here. A nice 50-50 approach where no one wins and no one loses. Then everyone wins.
What's going on there?
There! That's a jumper pull, ref! If you paid that foul, you have to show him yellow.
Sorry, Maze.
That's a soft decision, Ben. He hardly touched him.
I don't believe it. Everything's been going perfectly, and then that dunderhead gives me no option but to hit him with a yellow. I just realized the one thing that could derail my plans. Player stupidity.
5 minutes till halftime, and both teams look evenly matched.
Free kick, Falkenberg!
Touch him! That was a clear trip! That's a card! You have to card them, ref!
Sorry, it was a foul.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Looks like the Hasendorf player is arguing with Ben's decision.
You haven't got the clue. You're a joke.
That's dissent! He has to have a card!
Kruger's right. I can't get out of this. This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you, mate.
Yes! That's a red. He's been sent off. Hasendorf aren't happy. Now they're a man down for the rest of the match.
This is a disaster.
I don't believe it. How could Ben do that?
Maybe he was just following the rules. I'm gonna shut up now.
Falkenberg have taken Hasendorf by surprise. They've scored! Half time. That's half time. It's gonna be tough for Hasendorf to come back now.
One goal behind and a man down.
What was Ben thinking? He's ruined our chances.
It's just a soccer match. It's not like it's life or death.
Of course not. It's much more important than that.
Hey, Mr. F. How's it going?
You sure you want to be seen with the most hated guy in Hasendorf?
There's still another half to go. They might be loving you by the time it's over.
I doubt it.
Can't you just be impartial?
Well, that's what I've been trying to do. Give one side a go and then the other.
That's not impartial. That's playing favourites, but with both teams at different times.
Yeah, well, it was going perfectly until that guy made a stupid foul. Now I've got an angry town and an even angrier girlfriend against me.
The town will get over it. They've had 32 years of practice, right?
Maybe.
And if Mia's upset because you did the right thing, then she's just wrong. Plain and simple.
Whatever I do, I can't win, can I?
Then stop trying. Forget playing favourites. Just call it like it is. The players should sort it out.
And so the nightmare continues. Let's hope it's over quickly.
There's the kickoff for the second half. Hasendorf are gonna have to go on the attack to have any chance of winning. It's all very defensive so far. Hasendorf need to get moving. Falkenberg have complete control. Hasendorf just can't find a way forward. Turnover. Hasendorf have the ball. This looks promising. Unbelievable. This was completely against the wrong play.
Yes! We're back in the match! Isn't that great, Jack? Jack?
Sorry?
That goal seems to have rattled Falkenberg. They've completely lost their shape at the back. Setting up for a corner kick now.
Hasendorf! 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 Hasendorf!
Incredible! That's 2-3 Hasendorf.
This is bad. Look at Kruger's face.
I know, but there's still 20 minutes to go, and they have the extra player, remember?
I keep waving at Ben to do something, but he's ignoring me.
Actually, he's doing quite a good job this half.
Marcus, we don't want him to do a good job. A good job will do nothing for the castle.
Right. Not far till the final whistle, and I think there'll only be about 2 minutes of extra time.
Penalty!
That's rubbish. I was outside the line.
I'm sorry, Mia, you weren't. I have to pay it.
Ben, you're so wrong. That's a terrible call.
Okay, so this is where we came in.
You're an idiot!
Some friendly, huh? From here on, things can only get worse.
It's a goal! That's 3-all! And we're now into extra time.
I knew we should have said goodbye before the match.
What has been done?
Would a draw really be that bad?
A draw means that Valkenburg gets to keep the trophy.
And we might not get a chance like this for another 30 years.
Oh. Yeah, right.
Can't be more than 30 seconds left. Falkenberg will have the trophy for another year.
Yes! Yes, we got it!
Looks like Mia. It is! It's Mia making one last effort.
Defense! Defense!
That's a great run.
No!
She's cutting through the defense like butter.
Defense!
She scored! What a goal! That's full time.
We won! We won! Wait. This isn't what we really wanted, is it?
No, not really. Mia, congratulations.
Hey, Mr. Krieger. Your team played well.
Not well enough.
Looks like I've blown that too.
Hey, Mia. Great game.
Thanks.
Before you get changed, though, I think there's something you should watch. Come on, guys. It can't be that bad, can it?
Sure. Losing a chance to attract twice as many tourists isn't that bad at all.
Losing my girlfriend isn't bad either. Things couldn't get any better, really.
Ah, there you are.
Herr Krüger. Sorry, we weren't expecting you.
Oh, I was passing, so I thought I'd check if you'd looked at the website yet.
Not yet, but we will.
So, which castle did you pick?
Look.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
We thought we'd blown it. After the football results, I mean.
I decided not to let that influence me. Anyway, losing wasn't all bad. Our regular goalkeeper resigned in disgust after the match.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was trying to get rid of him for years.
In that case, perhaps you'd like to join us to celebrate?
Why not? For once, I don't have a training session to go to.
Hello? Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. Hi.
Hi, Ben.
After yesterday, I didn't think you were talking to me anymore.
I came to apologize.
Oh?
After the game, I couldn't speak to you or even look at you. I was so angry.
I know,
Not with you. With myself. I was so ashamed that I lost my temper on the field, and you were right about the penalty I gave away. Sam showed me the video.
I was just following the rules I'd been taught. And I had a pretty good teacher.
So, can you forgive me?
Let me think about it.
Maybe this will help.
Uh-oh. The ref's cautioning her for substandard kissing. I'm sorry, that wasn't much better. He's bringing out the red card. Now, that's a goal. And a match-winning one at that. So, I guess Sam was right. Being impartial was the best way to go after all. But even better than that, I think I've just achieved a world first. I mean, this has to be the only time in football history when the referee ends up with the girl.
At some stage in her life, almost every girl dreams of being a beautiful princess living in a fairy tale castle. For Lily, the castle was a reality and she certainly had the beauty. But there was another part to this dream. Every fairy tale princess has to have a fairy tale prince. I mean, the books all say so, don't they? Who else can rescue a girl from fierce dragons and evil witches? But ever since Carl Christoph had left the scene, Lily didn't have a handsome prince to defend her honor. For a true blue aristocrat like Lily, this just didn't seem right. Somehow, the state of the world just wasn't at all what it should have been. Or at least, it wasn't what Lily thought it should have been. Down in Australia, the Baron's world definitely wasn't right either. The attractions of being under house arrest and living in a camp full of teenagers were muted, to say the least.
Excuse me, Baron.
Sophie.
This just arrived for you. It looks official.
I don't like the sound of that. I've had enough official surprises lately to last a lifetime. Once I used to look forward to the mail delivery, but these days, no news is good news.
Is it bad?
Look.
An invitation to the Baron and Baroness von Hasenberg. Oh, it's for Lily as well.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Lord Wallace of Winton Abbey
Very important man from England. Go on.
requests the pleasure of your company at a gala ball, Hanover Town Hall, and it's this Saturday.
Isn't that wonderful? A ball. And English royalty, no less.
What a shame you can't go.
I can't, but Lily can. And Ben, as the current Baron, can accompany her. Anyone who's anyone will be there. Except me, of course.
Lily will be thrilled.
Yeah, and Ben too, I'm sure. I'd love to see his face when he hears about this.
Saturday? Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. There's no way I can go.
Why not?
Okay, this is where things can get slightly tricky. The real reason is probably not something Lily wants to hear.
I can't believe how many skills it takes just to put out a simple fire. And you were just the right person to teach me, Mia. How about we head to the nearest cafe, I buy the lunch and return for some in-depth instruction?
Is that a bribe?
Hey, do I look like the sort of guy who would offer a gorgeous, intelligent girl a bribe?
And is that a flirt?
Do I look like the sort of guy who would... Yeah, actually, yeah. It's a bribe and a flirt.
Fine, I just wanted to be sure.
So, are we on then?
I'd really like to, but I promised my mother I'd go into town with her tonight. But how about Saturday?
Saturday, I mean, you know, I have to get out of bed, and then I gotta have breakfast, and then have lunch, and then have dinner, and then I gotta go back to bed, and I mean, it's pretty full on, but yeah, I can probably squeeze you in.
Thank you, Baron Ben. I'm truly honored.
So, you get the picture, right? The fact is, Lily, I've made a commitment that I can't possibly break.
What commitment could be more important than this? It's a ball, a royal ball.
I know. And it's just my luck to miss out, but what can I do? You know, it's fire practice, and I have promised I will be there. If Herman and the family hear that I've withdrawn from my civic duty...
Yes, but if I recall, you've committed to fire practice for the past 3 weekends. You must have filled your quota of civic duty for the rest of the year.
Come on, Lily. I mean, you know what Herman's like. He only needs the slightest sniff, and he's got half the family believing you and your dad should be thrown out. We can't be too careful.
I suppose so. But it seems you've more than proven yourself with the fire brigade.
If I'm gonna give, then I give 110%. You know me, Lily.
That's the problem. I do know you.
Okay, so I've exaggerated a little, but seriously, Lily can take anybody to the ball with her. But you and I both know there's only one Mia.
I can't take just anyone, Daddy, and I can't possibly go alone.
What a shame Ben can't make it. But good to hear stepping up to his responsibilities in the community.
I just wish he'd step up at a more convenient time.
What about that prince fellow you know? Carl someone or other.
Carl Christoph. He's studying in the United States.
He could fly back for the weekend. Doesn't his family have their own plane?
Daddy, I don't think that's an option.
Pity, though. Our prince is exactly who we need right now.
Prince? I've got it. My dear friend Prince Conrad von Keppel of Kasselheim has a son. He'd make a perfect companion.
Really? Would you mind asking him?
Of course. I'll get onto it straight away.
Daddy, you're a lifesaver.
Ah, think nothing of it, darling. I'll arrange for the young man to call on you tomorrow and introduce himself. I'm sure he'd be delighted to accompany you.
Wonderful. I can't wait to meet him. How do I look?
Perfect, as always.
Do you really mean it, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying it.
You're such a tease, Sam.
Go on, you'll be fine.
Good morning. I'm Prince Oscar von Keppel. It's my pleasure to call on Baroness Lily von Hasenburg.
What's wrong? He's a child. Either that or he shrank in the wash.
Sorry, that was my assistant. Good help is so hard to find these days. Miss Lily's unavailable. Can I take a message?
Just tell her I called, and these are for her.
Thank you. They're beautiful. I'll make sure she gets them. For you, Miss Lily, from a real-life prince, I believe. Like I said, the real world doesn't always behave in a way Lily wants it to, and sometimes she doesn't handle it very well. But don't be too hard on her. Just give her a minute, and she'll find a way to make it right.
Here.
Thanks.
Good boy. Bye then.
Bye.
So, Lily wasn't too impressed by the handsome young prince?
To put it mildly, it's a pity there isn't some sort of internet dating site for aristocrats. Nobles are us or something.
There is, actually.
What?
Everyone's doing it these days, even the rich and idle. Here. Aristomatch.com. For nobles seeking nobles.
A free upmarket dating site where eligible royals, peers, and aristocrats may be matched with others of noble heritage. Wow, now I've seen everything. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Sure am. What do we say in our profile?
I've never done this before. Okay, let's see. How about beautiful, precocious baroness
Right.
seeks... Morning, Lily.
Morning.
What's wrong? You look very down in the dumps.
So would you if you were Cinderella without a date for the ball.
Well, get the pumpkin ready, Lily. Your fairy godmother is here.
I'm sorry?
I know for a fact there are plenty of eligible young nobles dying to take you to the ball.
What? Since when?
Since you logged on to Aristomatch, we set up a profile for you and...
You what?
And got nearly 60 responses.
You can't be serious. How could you? 60, you say?
Yes. Who would have thought there were so many single guys out there with titles?
Don't forget some of them buy their title, Sam.
Beggars can't be choosers, though, can they? Not that you're a beggar, Lily.
It's all right, Sam. Let's be real. At this stage, I'm definitely a beggar. Unfortunately.
So you'll look at them?
Absolutely not. It's totally humiliating for von Hasenburg to go through lists of names like they were cattle. But there's no reason you couldn't. Maybe cut it down to the top 3, and I might consider meeting them for a formal interview tomorrow, between 2 and 3 p.m. Oh, and Marcus, no 10-year-olds.
No 10-year-olds.
What a bunch of duds. Too young? Too old? Oh, he's just plain scary.
These 3 look to be the best of them. What do you think?
Do you really want to know what I think?
Maybe not. But as you said, beggars can't be choosers.
Right. Well, let's get this show on the road.
You grew up in a castle, you say?
Well, it was more a large house, really. Not nearly on the scale of this.
I see. And your surname is Schmidt. Where's that from? Bavaria?
It's von Schmidt, and it's Prussian.
Really? Is that what the Gotha Almanac states? Let me see. Von Schmidt. von Schmidt.
Actually, I've just remembered I have another engagement on Saturday. A family matter that I can't get out of.
Aha! There it is. See? Hello? He was much too skinny anyway. Marcus, next! Marcus, next!
Good afternoon. I'm here for the 3 o'clock.
Oh, you're early. Wait outside the main door. The tour will start over there.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Marcus, what's happening?
Sorry, we were ahead of schedule. Sam's just checking if the next one's arrived yet.
I hope he's a significant advance on the other two. Were they really the best ones you could come up with?
It's not easy being a matchmaker, you know.
I don't want a match. I just want someone with an authentic title who can speak more than 3 words and doesn't scratch himself all day. Is that too much to ask?
Let's see how this one goes. You know what they say. 3rd time lucky.
There you are. You're here for the 3 o'clock?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if you go upstairs and take the first door on your left, Lily is waiting for you.
Great. Oh, don't I need a ticket?
A ticket? No, it's only the 3 of you. Just go on up.
Okay, thanks. You don't get much for nothing these days. What a nice surprise. Hello?
Oh, good. You're here.
Are the other 2 here?
They've been and gone.
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess you don't want to bother with just me then.
No, not at all. I much prefer to do these things one-on-one. Please, come in.
You mean to say get a private audience? I like that.
Would you like a seat?
Thanks, I'm happy to walk around. I'd love to see as much of the castle as you've got time to show me.
Actually, that's a charming idea.
You've got some wonderful portraits here.
Indeed, they are. Let me show you them. This is Wilhelm von Hasenburg.
The hero of the Battle of Empire Hill single-handedly held back the enemy forces to end the conflict.
You're quite the historian, aren't you?
History is my passion. I'd like to major in it at university.
Impressive.
Well, not as impressive as a von Hasenburg family tree.
Well, that's quite a compliment coming from you.
Isn't that the Baron Otto? The one who gave the town electric power?
I think you know more about my family than I do.
Do you mind if I take a picture?
Be my guest.
Thanks.
They seem to be really hitting it off. He's quite the charmer.
And much better looking than his profile picture suggested.
I think we can leave them to it, don't you?
Absolutely. Mission accomplished.
Excuse me? I'm here for the 3 o'clock.
Just wait over there with the others.
There are others?
They're all here for the 3 o'clock too.
So it's being done in a group then?
It's the best way. It means the ticket prices can be cheaper.
Ticket prices? You mean I have to pay to do this?
You don't get something for nothing in this world, my friend.
I'm sorry, this is too much.
Oh, come on, it's only 10 euro.
Thanks, but I've got better things to do with my money and my time. Goodbye.
Teenagers. They think the world owes them a living. And up these stairs, you'll find the library. It's a fine example of neo-Gothic revivalism from the 19th century.
Sorry, tourists.
I lucked out. My guide is much prettier than theirs.
I must say, I very much enjoyed your company today.
Likewise.
It's so nice to meet someone who's so easy to get along with. So, how do you feel about Saturday night, then?
Saturday night?
You are available, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Excellent. So I suggest we meet here at 6 p.m. You know it's formal, of course.
We're going somewhere formal.
You have such a wicked sense of humor. I must say, it's been pleasantly surprising to meet you.
Not half as surprising as it's been for me. Thanks, you've been a great tour guide.
Until Saturday, then.
I'm looking forward to it very much. Bye, Lily.
Bye. Well, what did you think?
He seems really nice. And you two look like you were hitting it off.
You know, he really did. He knew so much about the castle and our family history. He'd obviously done his homework.
And what about his family background? Is he the real deal?
You know, we were having such a lovely time, I didn't even ask. But it's clear from the way he carries himself, not to mention his knowledge of German history, that he's definitely the genuine article.
Well, I have to say that on paper, his pedigree looks pretty good. His family tree stretches back centuries.
Who would have thought I'd meet someone so perfect on the internet? I really must tell him to get a better picture. This doesn't do him any justice. So I won't need Prince von Keppel's son to accompany me after all, Daddy.
Well, I'm glad you found someone suitable. Though I'm sure Prince von Keppel will be very disappointed.
Sorry, Daddy. I'll make sure I seek him out at the ball and make amends. And of course, I'll pass on your regards.
Thank you. I can't afford to get any more people at home offside. You have a lovely time, Lily. I look forward to a full report on Sunday.
Thanks, Daddy. And don't worry, the von Hasenburg name will be carried both prominently and proudly. What do you think, Sam? On or off?
Off. You're so nervous, Lily. I've never seen you like this before. You must really like this guy.
I really do, Sam. I've never met anyone like him before. How do I look?
Like a princess. You'll knock him dead.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Break a leg. Or whatever you say before a ball.
Tilo! Tilo!
Wow, you look beautiful.
Thank you so much, Tilo. They're gorgeous.
My pleasure. But my name's not Tilo, it's Max.
Really? Oh, I see. Max is your nickname when you're not using your title.
No title. Just Max.
But you are Count Tilo of Neustadt.
No, just plain old Max of Hellingsen.
Then you're not noble?
Well, my dad's a farmer and my mom's a preschool teacher, both very noble professions, if you ask me.
But you know so much about the castle and the von Hasenburg family.
Yeah, I told you I'm into history. And I'm doing an assignment on the aristocracy of Lower Saxony. That's why I came here the other day.
I don't believe this. This can't be happening.
Is there a problem?
But I'm Lily. Lily von Hasenburg, the Baroness.
Yeah, I know. I think somehow there's been a big mistake, right?
Once again, Lily's world just wasn't working out like it was supposed to. Lily, of course, had no choice but to tell Max there'd been a huge misunderstanding, and there was no way he could be her date that night. So that was the end of Max. Shame, really. He seemed like a really nice guy. So what are you gonna do?
I'll just have to go alone. It's humiliating, but not as humiliating as not turning up at all. Can you put these in water, please? And can you check if Walter has the car ready? I'm running late. Thank you, Walter. This will do fine, thanks.
The entrance is still quite a way.
It's fine, thank you, Walter, but I think I'll manage from here.
Well, it's no trouble.
With all due respect, I don't think being seen to arrive in such a vintage car would be a very good image.
All right, I'm with you. There aren't many of these old beauties around these days, huh? You don't want to make people jealous, hmm?
Right, that's it. I'll see you back here in 2 hours, okay?
I'll be here. And, Lily, you look lovely today. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Walter. to see you, Oscar. You look very smart in your tuxedo.
Meet my parents. Dad, this is Lily. She gave me an ice cream.
Delighted to meet you, Prince von Keppel. And you too, Princess. My father sends his regards.
That's very kind, Baroness. Are you here alone?
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately, my escort got ill. At the very last minute, you know.
Oh, how sad. Such a shame that so beautiful a young lady has to enter the ball unaccompanied.
Don't trouble yourself on my account, Prince.
But I do. Your father will never forgive me if we fail to help. Oscar?
Thank you, Oscar.
Shall we go in?
Prince Oscar, Baroness Lily, over here. Oscar, Baroness Lily.
Uh-oh. Was it really that bad?
Worse. I ended up being part of some sort of freak show on exhibition to every noble family in the country.
Sorry, freak show? How?
Through no fault of my own, I ended up on the arm of Prince von Keppel's son.
That cute little boy.
People were staring at us all night. I felt like a royal babysitter.
That's not what others are saying.
Sorry?
You've made the social blocks.
Oh, no. They wouldn't be that cruel.
Looks like Lily made quite an entrance last night.
Really?
She and the young Prince von Keppel were the talk of the evening.
Ah, so she did go with him after all. How wonderful.
An adorable couple, it says.
Baroness von Hasenburg and Prince von Keppel represent the fresh face of German nobility. Well, well, what a delightful surprise.
And I bet no one's more delightfully surprised than Lily.
Sophie got it in one. Lily was delighted to be the talk of the town. She never dreamed that attending a ball with a 10-year-old would attract so much favorable attention. But much as she loved being in the social pages, Lily knew she had a serious business matter to address. Well, in truth, it was more apology than business. Who would believe that Baroness Lily von Hasenburg, the most aristocratic of aristocrats, would suddenly find she had so much in common with a commoner? In a fairy tale week, maybe this was the biggest fairy tale of them all.
Symbolism is part and parcel of aristocratic life. And for the von Hasenburgs, the annual medieval fair was a crucial showpiece. According to Lily, it symbolised the family's time-honoured connection to the town. So, needless to say, we all had to get involved. Some of us more than others.
It hit! Are you all right, Baron?
Just a flesh wound, Marcus?
You'll have to do better than this or you'll be toast.
Tomorrow, I have to defend the town from barbarian hordes, display gallantry in the street, and rescue a damsel in distress. Just another day at the office, really. Best out of 5, then?
Okay, so the early signs aren't looking good. A bit more practice, though, and I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. And if I do die, at least it'll be for a good cause.
This year, all the takings go to the fire brigade.
Great idea.
Mia will love you more than ever.
Sam, please. It's the Baron. I'm thinking purely about what's best for the town.
Oh, of course.
And the best part is, the townspeople do all the work. We just turn up in our costumes and look the part.
While Baron Ben defends our honor.
Here are our costumes.
Cool.
How beautiful is this?
It's a copy of the dress worn by Baroness Beatrice von Hasenburg to the court of Frederick II.
Is it me?
You couldn't possibly wear that dress in the stocks.
I'm in the stocks.
The man who usually does it has come down with the flu, and everyone else is busy, right?
Right. Very.
So I volunteered you. This is your outfit.
Great.
It'll be fun, and the whole town will think you're a real sport.
I'm so glad.
Don't worry, you'll be able to dress up at the medieval party on Saturday night.
Party? There's a party on Saturday night?
And traditionally, all the local damsels dress up in their finest gowns.
I know a damsel who'd be perfect for that dress on Saturday night.
As to Ben. Hello? Oh, sorry. What's the score again? 3-0 to me.
All right, Marcus. Time to turn the tables.
On guard! Oh! Marcus, are you okay?
Sorry. Take a break?
Yeah. You seem to have got the hang of it now.
Will the enemy champion be okay for tomorrow?
The enemy champion will be fine. How about your damsel?
Sorry?
The damsel you have to rescue. Have you found one yet?
Yeah, no problem.
And she agreed?
Well, no, not exactly, but I'm sure it will be no problem.
You know how I have to rescue a damsel in distress?
Oh, I've never thought of myself as a damsel, especially in distress.
Oh, no, you'd be good at it. Oh, no, that came out wrong. I mean, it's just symbolic, right? And this year, the money goes to the fire brigade.
Oh, in that case, I'll be happy to be your damsel.
Fantastic.
There's one thing, though. I'm actually on fire duty tomorrow at midday. Can I be rescued by then?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll defend the town and save you from the dragon, all by 12 o'clock. Easy.
Daddy? Why are you calling at this hour? Is something wrong?
No, no. On the contrary, I just found out some wonderful news. Elaine Parker is in Lower Saxony.
Who?
Elaine Parker, the travel writer. I'm a regular reader of her blog.
Since when do you know anything about blogs?
Since I've got lots of time in Australia to waste on the internet. The point is, she has a huge following, especially in America. And she'll be visiting the medieval fair tomorrow.
Our medieval fair? Why would she be visiting our medieval fair?
Because I posted the details on her blog.
You posted on her blog?
I told you I'm quite the IT geek these days.
But, Daddy, it's just a small town affair for the locals. She'll get bored stiff.
Trust me, this is exactly her cup of tea. So make sure you give her the full VIP treatment.
Full VIP treatment?
But she mustn't know that you know who she is. Or that she's getting special attention. She insists on experiencing things just like a normal person. Must go, darling. I'll leave this situation in your capable hands. Good luck. Bye. What is it, Sophie?
Sorry to interrupt you, Baron. I thought you might like to join me on a practice run of the obstacle course.
Why would I do that?
You do remember we have our level 2 certificate test?
Of course, but is practice really necessary?
The test is tomorrow.
Sophie, I'm a lifetime troop leader of the Lower Saxony Baronial Boy Scouts. I don't like to boast, but I have every badge there is. Overlanding, orienteering, mountaineering. But I understand how your inexperience might be making you nervous.
It's not that so much. It's just we do have to pass so we can continue as instructors here.
Relax. I'll be there to guide you through every obstacle. We'll breeze through the test.
This is too good an opportunity to resist. I'll have about 20 of those, thanks, mate.
Don't you dare, Ben Hazelton, or I'll take revenge on you for the rest of your life.
Oh, come on, Sam, it's for charity.
Don't even think about it.
May I have a turn, please?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, dear.
Good shot, madam.
It's such fun.
Surprising as it is, the fair's turning out to be a lot better than I thought. In fact, it's actually kind of fun. Mind you, I'm glad I'm not spending too much time with Lily. She's seriously stressed about this travel blogger she's supposed to schmooze.
Any luck?
I'm sorry, no pictures of Elaine Parker anywhere.
Why doesn't she put one on her blog?
If people recognized her, they'd give her special treatment. She wants to write from the ordinary person's point of view.
All right. Daddy said she was big in the US, so listen carefully for anyone with an American accent.
Right.
Marcus? What's up with the sling?
Sorry, Ben. The elbow's swelled overnight. I can't even straighten it.
Who's gonna be the next enemy champion?
We'll get someone from town to stand in.
Oh, then find him quickly so the challenge can start. If this blogger really is here, we need to give her things to write about. Otherwise, she'll get bored and leave.
I can be the enemy champion.
You? But you're a...
Girl?
Well, yeah.
I mean, no offense, but even though the challenge is symbolic, it's still a bit rough.
I think I can look after myself.
What if you get hurt? Accidentally, I mean. I'll never forgive myself.
Honestly, I'll be fine.
There, that's got to be her.
How can you be sure?
Only an American would dress like that. All right, give me 5 minutes to lay on the charm, and then we can start. Hello! Welcome to Castle von Hasenburg.
Are you a waitress?
Oh, no. I'm Lily von Hasenburg. So pleased to meet you. Baron von Hasenburg is my father.
Really? I heard the Baron was a teenager.
Ah, I see. You're very well informed. The Baron, my father, is away, on holiday. And the Baron, my cousin, is standing in for him.
How quaint. Do you think you can organize a coffee?
What sort of coffee would you like?
Soy cappuccino with carob sprinkles.
Of course. I'll be right back. And in the meantime, do relax and enjoy. Quickly, Karen, can we make a soy cappuccino with carob sprinkles?
What are carob sprinkles?
It doesn't matter what they are, just put them on the coffee.
I would if I could, but we don't have them. And we don't have soy milk either.
Quickly then, take my bike and go into town and get some.
What about the other customers?
Forget them. Go! Your coffee is on its way. So, are you enjoying the fair as much as I am?
It's all very old-fashioned.
Yes, well, I guess the medieval world is a bit like that. Aha! The town challenge is about to begin.
Really?
It's a tradition that's been played out over centuries. I'm sure you'll find it as exciting as I do, and I'm very excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, nobles and peasants, welcome to the annual Defender of Hasendorf Challenge. Stage 1, gallantry to fair ladies. Reveal the paddle.
Baron!
Marvelous. Wonderful. How gallant. It gets more gallant every year, you know.
Is that all there is?
It's only meant to be symbolic.
If it were any more symbolic, it would hardly exist. Any sign of my coffee?
I do have some tea, dear, if that's any help.
Thank you. Tea gives me hives.
Poor thing. How unfortunate.
I'm sorry about that. My father's policy is that the fair must be open to everyone, no matter how unusual. That's my father. And I hope he's having as much fun as I am right now.
Remember, Sophie, worry is the enemy. That and fear. So don't worry and don't fear.
Yes, Baron. I'm trying to relax.
It's all in the mind. If you think pressure, you feel pressure.
All set to go?
Oh, absolutely. We're really looking forward to this.
Good. And no fitness problems that I should know about?
Fitness problems? Did I tell you I was a lifetime troop leader of the lower section of Baronial Boy Scouts?
Yes, you did, sir. Sounds a wonderful achievement. Now, if you just take your start positions, you have 90 minutes to complete the course.
A breeze.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2...
What's the matter?
I seem to be stuck.
Can you get your arms out?
Not really.
Ready, Baron? 3, 2, 1. All right, Baron?
Perfectly, thank you. Ugh. That obstacle's just not designed well at all.
Right, Baron.
Onward, Sophie. Clock is ticking.
You're going to love our jousting contest. It's always a big hit with foreign tourists.
Hope it's better than this coffee.
Defender of the town, are you ready to undertake the second stage of the challenge and do battle with the enemy champion?
I am ready.
Enemy champion, are you ready?
I am ready.
Then, let the contest begin!
I know it's just symbolic, but it still feels really weird fighting a girl. When the girl is Mia, I'm even more worried. I'll have to go easy. I'd hate to hurt her.
Ha!
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 Ha! Well done. Impressive, isn't it?
I thought there'd be real horses and real lances.
You know, it's funny you should say that. We're actually planning on returning to real jousting on real horses. You're so on our wavelength.
Ha!
Ben, step it up a bit. The crowd wants action.
Okay, then.
Ha!
No, like this. Ha! Do you yield, sir?
I do, madam.
I'm afraid the defender of the town has been defeated. Fortunately, the enemy champion is also from the town, so we're all safe for another year.
Isn't it wonderful to see such camaraderie?
If you like that sort of thing.
Would you like to sample some local produce? A glass of grape juice, maybe? Apple juice? Prune juice?
Don't you have better things to do than follow me around?
Yes, of course.
Won't someone else do a shift in the stocks, please?
Sure.
No, you can't because you're about to be rescued. And I can't because I'm the rescuer. And we need to get changed.
And I'm injured. Sorry.
You can still play your end of the dragon, can't you?
I should be able to manage that. Which end am I?
The rear.
I should have guessed.
Baron, do you need some help?
I suffered an unexpected cramp as I was crossing.
Let me help you. Can you go on?
No question. Just give me a second to catch my breath.
We better get going, Baron. Time won't wait for us.
Lead on.
Oh, excuse me, dear. What happens now?
Oh, the defender of the town will slay a dragon and rescue a damsel in distress.
Marvelous.
Help! Help! Oh, help! Will no one rescue me from the evil dragon?
Fear not, captive damsel. I, Baron von Hasenberg, will save you.
Careful, my lord. The dragon approaches.
Feeble dragon, roar your worst. You'll soon learn of von Hasenberg never gives in.
Come on, Baron. Don't give in. You can do it. You're nearly there. One more rope. Here. You can do it.
Thank you, Sophie. It's that cramp again. I blame excess salt in the camp food.
Are you sure you can continue, Baron?
Of course. It'll take a lot more than cramp to stop me.
Isn't this fun?
Personally, I can think of other words to describe it.
Die, dragon!
The dragon is slain!
You're not leaving yet, are you? You'll miss the best part.
Guess it's my lucky day.
Sophie, I think there's a small problem. The pulley mechanism is jammed and I can't reach it to get it free.
Try shifting your weight around.
It doesn't work.
Cry no longer, fair damsel. The dragon is slain, and you are free.
didn't know the better.
Bravo! Was that a heroic rescue, or was that a heroic rescue?
I think I'd call it a heroic rescue. And now I better get changed and back to the fire station, or my father will shoot me.
Oh, hey, listen, at the risk of taking 5 more seconds, there's something I would love to show you.
Are you sure it'll only be 5 seconds?
Okay, maybe 10, but you'll love it, I know.
A very impressive crawl, Sophie, but what's your plan?
Here.
What do I do with this?
Try to free the rope with it. Hopefully it will release the mechanism and you can start rolling again.
Excellent idea.
Baron,
What is it?
would you mind waiting till I get back down? Otherwise you'll knock me to the ground once you're free.
Yes. Sorry.
Ben, the 5 seconds is really stretching. Perhaps tomorrow?
No, it's... We're here. After you, fair damsel. What do you think?
It's beautiful.
It was worn by the Baroness Beatrice thousands of years ago.
Thousands.
Well, a while ago. Here, hold it up for size. I thought, maybe you could wear it to the medieval feast on Saturday night.
Could I?
Well, I am the Baron.
What was that?
The lock's jammed.
Now what?
Well done, Baron! Oh, that's scout training. You never lose it, you know.
We've hardly any time left.
Then let's get moving.
What can we do?
I'll call Marcus to organize some guys. They might have to break the door down.
So much for my fire practice. I just hope there isn't a real emergency today.
Actually, there is.
What?
You might not have to miss your practice session after all.
Wow, very clever. Mixing the old with the new. I wonder what exciting thing happens next.
I wish I knew. Marcus, Sam, why is the fire brigade here?
Can all be summed up in one word. Ben.
I should have guessed.
Can we make it?
You needed considerable assistance, Baron. Are you sure physical instruction is really the job for you?
Well,
I must explain something. The Baron pretended to have trouble with the obstacle course in order to push me to my limits. He was just challenging me. Isn't that so, Baron?
Oh, yes. That's it exactly, Sophie. You did exceptionally well. She did exceptionally well.
That was very generous of you, Baron.
The Baron is generous. To a fault.
Congratulations, Daddy. It sounds like a very hard test.
It was. Naturally, I passed with flying colors. As for Sophie, I'm afraid her inexperience showed. But she scraped through, so it's all good.
I'm very proud of you, Daddy.
Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you for taking care of Elaine Parker today.
Look, I did try my best with her, honestly.
And a wonderful job you did, too. I've just finished reading her blog. It's brilliant.
It is?
She loved the fair and the castle. And as for using the fire brigade to rescue Benamia, she calls that a postmodern medieval triumph.
Elaine Parker wrote that.
And a whole lot more besides. I'm very proud of you, Lily.
I have no idea how I did it. I'll never understand Americans.
American? Elaine's not American.
What? But you said...
Her blog is popular in America, but she herself is English. Didn't I say that?
No, Daddy, you didn't say that.
Oh, well, small detail. And before I forget, tell Ben and Sam to have a look. Their picture looks great.
What picture?
The one on the blog. It looks like Elaine took a real shine to them.
So, in the end, we snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. How did we do it?
Okay, come on, smile. Oh, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Oh, look at the time. I have to leave. Thank you for a wonderful day. Bye, dears. Bye. Bye.
No idea. If you have any thoughts yourself, feel free to let me know.